Good morning students, welcome back to online classes. Today we discuss a new chapter that is nothing but a logic gates. So we have discussed the second chapter that is nothing but your Boolean algebra and what is Boolean algebra, how it came to existence, everything we have discussed in the second chapter. And today's class we are going to discuss a new chapter that is nothing but your logic gates. So what is this logic gates? Before going to a logic gates, first we will consider the refreshment of the second chapter, how a Boolean algebra came into existence. You know that people, George Boole, a mathematician, George Boole, he is a mathematician. He led to a development, he put on paper on investigation that is nothing but in order to solve the that is logic circuits, in order to develop a logic circuits with help of a Boolean algebra. That paper came into existence in the form of 1854. Then until 1854 George Boole's papers came into an investigation. Then a person called Shannon, a person called Claude E. Shannon, he led to the development in the year 1938. He published a paper that is symbolic analysis for relay switching, that is also called as the circuit switching. This Shannon papers came in the year of 1938. So till there, from 1954 to till 1938, George Boole's paper, that is investigation, led to the development of Boolean algebra. Then circuit switching came into existence by a person called Claude E. Shannon. He took the George Boole's as a basic foundation. Then he led to the development of the symbolic analysis of relay switching. That is nothing but Boolean algebra not only used in a telephone switching circuit, it can be also used in your, that is nothing but computer circuits. It can be also used in your logic circuits. So that came into our existence nothing but Claude E. Shannon in the year 1938. So our logic gates came into existence with the help of your George Boole as well as the Shannon. Mainly it is worked on the Shannon's period. It led to the development of your logic gates. So this is the introduction part. Our logic gates came into existence. First George Boole has made the foundation. He took the circuits, logic gates or logic circuits for development of your that is your in order to processor can be used your circuit, that is logic gates. Then in the year 1854, then here another person came into existence, that is nothing but Shannon in the year 1938. He led to the development of circuit switching, that is telephone circuit switching or a symbolic analysis of relay switching. So then that not only used in your circuit networking subject, that is your telephone circuit switching, it can be also used in your Boolean algebra or logic gates that came into existence in the person called Shannon. So this is how the introduction came into existence, how the logic gates. Next we will see what is gate. Next we are going to discuss what is the definition of gate. Students, now we are going to discuss what is gate. So there are different ways you can represent gate. A gate is nothing but it's an electronic circuit. A gate is nothing but it's an electronic circuit which operates on one or more input signal and produces an output signal. The exam point of definition, what is logic gate or gate itself? It's nothing but it's an electronic circuit which operates on one or more input signals and produces an output signal. In another way you can say gate is a digital circuit. You can say it is a digital circuit because it has two states. Why we call it as it's a digital circuit? Because it has two states, that is it can have either that is same one or more input signal and produces the output signal. The input, it can have either input or output signal. It can have either input signal or output signal, that is low voltage voltage. The input can be have low voltage or high voltage. The output can be a low voltage or high voltage. Low voltage here it says 0. High voltage it says 1. Once can I explain? See, gate can be the general definition according to your board. You can explain the gate as it is an electronic circuit which going to operate on one or more input signals and produces an output signal. And again this gate can be defined as is a digital circuit which going to have two states. That is the input or output signal can have either two states, that is the low voltage state or high voltage state. And this digital, that is this gate is also defined as a logic circuit. It is also defined as logic circuit. Not only a digital circuit, it also can be defined as a logic circuit because it can be analyzed in the form of Boolean algebra. It can be expressed in the form of logic circuit because it can be analyzed with Boolean algebra. So once again let's say we have discussed how a logic gate came into existence by a person called Shannon. He not only used in a telephone networking, that is telephone circuit switching, it can be also can be applied to your electronic, that is your computer system. So the logic gate came into existence in the year 1938. So a gate, how you define a logic gate means the general definition of a logic gate is nothing but it is an electronic circuit which operates on one or more input signal and produces an output signal. You can take it as one input signal or two input or more input signal, 2, 3, 4. But you can have only one output signal. So what is this digital circuit? This is a gate can be also defined as a digital circuit. What is this digital circuit means? It has two states because it can either, that is the input signal or output signal can have two states, that is nothing but your low voltage state, that is nothing but 0, your high voltage state, that is nothing but 1. So another definition for a gate, it also can be defined as a logic circuit. Why it is defined as a logic circuit means you can analyze this gate with the help of your Boolean algebra. So a gate is defined in three ways. One is the general definition. It define the gate or logic gate means you are going to explain this is the important. It is an electronic circuit which is going to operate on one or more input signal or it can to produce a one output signal or produces an output signal. So this gate also can be defined in another two ways of definition, that is digital circuit and even your logic circuit. Next we are going to see how a gate is being classified into. Next we are going to discuss the classification of logic gate. How a logic gate is being classified. So first the logic gate is being classified into two different types. One it is basic gate. Second one is your derived gate. See, your logic gate is being classified into two types, that is your basic gate and derived gate. Your basic gate is being classified into three types. One it is NOT gate. Second one is OR gate. Third one is your AND gate. Your derived gate is being classified into four types. One it is NOR gate. Second one is your NAND gate. Third one is your XOR gate. Fourth one is XNOR gate. Here your logic gate, the classification of a logic gate is nothing but our logic gate is being classified into So the logic gate is being classified in two types. One is basic gate, second one is your derived gate. You have already studied in your second chapter, that is your Boolean algebra, the basic logical operators and even its symbol, the gates. So basic gate, you have NOT gate, OR gate, AND gate. This is derived from, that is classified into your basic gate. In your derived gate, you have NOR gate, NAND gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate. So there are four different classification under your derived gate and three classification under your basic gate. First we will discuss the basic gate, that is your NOT gate, OR gate and your AND gate. First we will discuss what is NOT gate. First you are going to consider what is NOT. NOT gate is also called as the inverter gate. NOT gate is also called as the inverter gate. What is this NOT gate? You can get a 1 mark question. What is NOT gate? A NOT gate is also called as the inverter gate. This NOT gate going to accept one input signal and produces an output signal which is opposite of the input signal. Once again I explain. Your NOT gate is also called as the inverter gate. Here in this I have already told your logic gate, or what is the definition? It's an electronic circuit which is going to accept one or more input signal and produces an output signal. So in a logic gate, here the input is always, it's going to accept only one input signal and produces the output signal. The output signal which is always an opposite to the input signal. What it tells, the output is the vice versa of the input. That is the always a complement of the input. The output is always the opposite to your input. So that is nothing but your NOT gate. Which gate is also called as the inverter gate means the NOT gate is also called as the inverter gate. So here it is going to accept one input signal and produces an output signal which is always opposite to your of the input signal, or in other term you can say output signal is opposite to your input signal. Output signal is opposite to your input signal. Suppose you are going to take it as the symbol used. The symbol used to represent this NOT gate is nothing but a bar, or you can have a dash, that is your complement. It is also nothing but your complement operator. It is nothing but your complement operator. So you are going to use a bar or a dash, that is nothing but you use a that is a variable, on that you have a dash symbol, that is your bar or that is your dash. So you are going to use a NOT gate here. So for example you are going to consider an example. X is your input signal, the output, this is your input signal, the output will be your X complement. So in your input, for your input what you are going to produce means, see here, if you use a low voltage as an input, the output will be high voltage. If you produce your input as a high voltage, the output will be a low voltage. This is in the form of low, that is your voltage level, low and high. When you consider in terms of binary, X bar, when you take, so if you use as a 0 as my input, the output will be 1. If I do 1, that is nothing but input as 1, the output will be 0. So this is nothing but a NOT operator. Once again I explain. NOT operator, it is also called as the inverter gate or a complementation. That is nothing but the complementation of your input signal. So you can say in another words, it is a NOT operator which is going to accept the one input signal and produces an output signal which is always an opposite to your input signal, or the output signal produced is opposite to the input signal. So here the symbol used to represent an operator is nothing but your bar or a dash. So here it is going to accept only one input signal. So for example, consider X is my input, X bar is nothing but a complementation of your input is nothing but X bar. So if I produce the low voltage, then the output will be a high voltage. If I produce as a high voltage, the output will be a low voltage. It's in the form of voltage. I told it's a digital circuit, no, in the form of two states, that is low and high. When you consider in the form of electronics, that is your logic circuit, in the form of electronics, that is binary numbers, you are going to take it as zeros and ones. So x you consider 0 means the output will be x bar is nothing but 1. It can x bar or x dash. So here 0 means 1 or 1 means the output will be 0. So this is about your first basic gate in a logic, that is a classification of logic gate. The basic gate, under that basic gate first one is your NOT gate. Second one we will discuss what is OR gate. Students, the logic gate, before going to OR gate, first we will see the logic gate used to represent whether it is a what kind of gate. In order to represent a NOT gate, so you are going to take it as a triangle, a bubble or a small circle. This is going to represent the NOT gate. If you are given x as the input, the output will be x bar. So I have already discussed what is NOT gate. NOT gate is nothing but it's going to accept only one input signal and produces the output signal. The output signal, what it is produced, it's always the opposite of your input signal. So in a NOT gate, the symbol used to represent is a bar or a dash, like it's an hyphen. In order to a variable, it can be a bar or a dash. It's going to represent it as a NOT gate. And the table we have discussed, it takes as x as an input, the x bar. If you are given in the form of binary terms, 0 means the output will be 1, 1 means the output will be 0. In terms of digital circuits or in terms of logical values, that is voltage, low means it's going to be high voltage. Okay, high if you are given as the input, it's going to be low voltage. So next in the form of logical, this is about the digital circuits. Next in the form of logic circuits, that is the logical values. So x is nothing but if you represent true as my logic value, the x bar will be false. If you give as the input as the false, the logic value will be true. So this is what we are going to discuss under the NOT gate. The logic circuit used to represent the NOT gate is nothing but you are going to use a triangle, an inverted triangle, as well as a bubble or a small circle which is going to represent the NOT gate. Next we are going to study the second basic gate is nothing but your OR gate. Second one is nothing but your OR gate. So in this OR gate, what is this OR gate? Is nothing but here it is going to accept more than 2 input signal and produces an output signal. Your OR gate is nothing but you are going to accept or operates on more than 2 input signal and produces an output signal. If any one input signal is high, that is 1, the output signal is high or 1. Otherwise, if both input signal is low, that is 0, the output signal is, if both, that is if both or if 2 or more input signal is low, the output signal is low. That is the output will be 0. What it tells means in your OR gate, what you are going to deal with in your OR gate, it is going to accept or operates on more than 2 input signal. It can be not your only a NOT gate going to operate on only one input signal, one signal, and in your OR gate it is going to operate more than 2. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5, any number of more than 2 input signal and produces an output signal. So whatever input, if any, how many number of input signal, if any one input signal has a high voltage or I, that is 1 means the output signal is high. If otherwise, this is one condition. Another condition, if you are going to giving 2 or more input signal, if 2 or more input signal is low, how many number of input signal, that n number of signal, whatever signal, if you are giving, so for example 2 input signal, if the 2 input signal has both the signal as a low voltage or 0, the output will be low. That is what it tells means, if you are, for example, you are taking two input signal, if both the input signal is low, both the input signal as 0, the output will be low or 0. If any one input signal is high in your given input signal, the output will be simultaneously going to be high. So this is about under your OR gate. In OR gate, the symbol used to represent your OR gate is your plus, your logical addition, that is OR operation or addition. And your logic gate is used to represent for your what's that OR gate is, you are going to represent, this is for your 2 input signal, this is for 2 input signal, and this is for your 3 input signal x, y, z, that is x plus y plus z, and this is for your 4 input signal. So like that you are going to 4 input signal x plus y plus z plus w. So here you are going to consider x, y, z, w. See, OR gate, once again I explain. Next we are going to see how the truth table to represent your OR gate. First the OR gate under your basic gate, second one is your OR gate. Here you are going to operate on more than 2 input signal, and but it is going to produce an output signal. What type of output means, if any one of the input signal is high, if one of the input is high or 1, the output is simultaneously going to be high. Otherwise, this is one condition. The other condition, whatever number of input signal, that is here, it can be, if 2 or more input signal is low, the output signal simultaneously is going to be at the voltage as low or 0. And the symbol used to represent logical OR operation is your plus. So the logic gate is used for your OR gate is, this is for 2 input signal, and this is for 3 input signal, and this is for 4 input signal. So next we are going to discuss what is the truth table given for your 2 input signal, 3 input signal and 4 input signal. The truth table for your OR gate. First we will consider 2 input signal. First you are going to consider 2 input signal. So consider the 2 input signal. You are consider going to A is my 1 input signal, second one is B. So the result is nothing but, I have already said the symbol used for your OR gate is A plus B. It does not going to perform an arithmetic operation or addition operation. It is going to perform a logical OR operation. So 2 input signal means 2 square is nothing but 4 possible ways of inputting. 4 possible ways of inputting. So I have already explained how to represent the 4 different values. That is, either you go for your that is your 2's multiple, or that is your 4, that is bifurcating or division of zeros and ones. First is 2 times, next is 1. 4 means first you are going to represent 2 times your zeros, 2 times, that is 1 way is nothing but 4 possible, 2 square is nothing but 4 possible input. So first time that is 4 possible input, first time you are going to represent 2 times 0, 2 times 1. Next time you are going to divide this one, that is 1 times 0, another time 1, 0, 1. This is one possible way of representing your, inputting your values to a input signals, that is the variables A and B. The next one, that is multiples of 2. So this is nothing but everything in the form of 2's, that is your binary numbers in the form of, that is your binary digits in the form of zeros and ones. So you are going to start 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1. So that is nothing but 2 to the power of 0 is nothing but, and 2 to the power of 1. 2 to the power of 0 is nothing but 1, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 1, 2. So this is the inputs we are going to accept. So 1, 2. So the possible ways of inputting is nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, when you count 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 possible ways of inputting. So first time you are going to consider the input signal for A and B 0, 0. Second time for 1, in place of 1 you are going to represent 1, the remaining place is 0. Next one 2, in place of 1 you are going to represent 1, the remaining place is 0. 3, 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3, 1, 1. For this you are going to get the logical OR addition operation or logical OR operation. So 0 plus 0 is nothing but 0. If both the input is low, that is if both the input is low, the output will be low. So other condition, if any one input is high, the output is high under your OR gate. The rule used in your OR gate is nothing but, we are going to rule the used in your OR gate is nothing but, if the given input is any number of input more than 2 input, the number of input is given is all the input is low, the output is low. Otherwise, if any one of the input is high, the output is high. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1. So this is for your 2 inputting the operation. Next for your 3 input signal or 3 input. So here you are going to consider A, B, C, and the F is your result, or you can say it as A plus B plus C. So here you are going to represent, that is 2 to the power of 3, that is nothing but 8 possible ways of inputting, that is 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So 8 possible ways of inputting. So 8 different ways that I have already explained. One way of inputting the variables, that is you are going to bifurcate the zeros and ones, you are going to divide into halves. So that is one way of inputting and inputting. Second way is nothing but takes the multiples of 2. So next in your 8 input variable, that is 8 ways of inputting. So you are going to start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here also you can try for the that is 4 times you represent 0, again 4 times you can represent 1. Next divide by 4 by make it half, 2 times 0, 2 times 1, like that. Again divide 2, again divided by 1, that is make it to halves. 1 times 0, 1 times 1. That way of representation you can do. Otherwise you go for 2's multiple, that is 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2. So 2 to the power of 0 is nothing but 1. 3 input, that is 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2. So 2 to the power of 1 is nothing but 1. 2, anything power 0 is nothing but 1. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. 2 square is 4. 1 to 4. Okay, it is a multiples of 2. So how you are going to represent 0 means 0 in place of the inputting variable, place it everything 0. 1 means in place of 1 you represent 1, the remaining place is 0. 2 means in place of 2 represent 0, 1, sorry, the remaining place is 0. 3 means 2 plus 1 is 3, so 2 plus 1 is 3, the remaining place is 0. 4, in place of 4 you are going to represent 1, the remaining place is 0. 5, in place of 4 plus 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5, the remaining place is 0. 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, the remaining place is 0. 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. This is the one way of inputting your variables or input signal. So next you are going to perform a logical OR addition. So if all the inputs are low, the output will be 0. Simultaneously is going to be low. So 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1. Any one input is high, the output will be high. 1, 0 plus 1 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0 is 1. 1, 1 is 1. So this is nothing but your 3 input variable representation. Next we are going to see your 4 input representation. 4 input representation. How you are going to represent a 4 input? So you are going to consider A, B, C and D. So 2 to the power of 4 is nothing but 16. How you are going to represent? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. 16 possible ways of representing your inputting. So here F is equals to A plus B plus C plus D. So here you are going to consider 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Next we are going to place a line. So this is your truth table for 4 inputting. So this is my truth table. Now we are going to representing 4 ways of inputting. Sorry, 4, that is 2 to the power of 4 is nothing but 60 ways of inputting. I have already told one possible way is nothing but dividing your zeros and ones into half, make it into an equal half. Otherwise, either go for 2's multiple. So 1, 2, 4, 8. That is nothing but 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of multiples of 2. So 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 to the power of 2 is nothing but 4, 2 cube is nothing but 8. So you are going to represent, how we are going to represent this? So first time 0, 0 for all the input. When it is 0, the output is going to be 0, that you are going to consider. Second time 1, in place of 1, place it 1, the remaining place is 0. In place of 2, place 1, the remaining place is 0. 3, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. 4, 4, 1, the remaining place is 0. 5, 4 plus 1, 4 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. 6, 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, the remaining place is 0. 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1, 4 plus 2 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. 8, in place of 8, place 1, the remaining place is 0. 9, 8 plus 1, so 8 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. 10, that is 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2, we are going to consider 10. 11, 8 plus 2 plus 1, so 8 plus 2 plus 1, that is 11. 12, 8 plus 4, that is 8 plus 4 is 12, the remaining place is 0. 13, 8 plus 4 plus 1, 8 plus 4 plus 1. 14, 8 plus 4 plus 2, that is 1, 1, 1, 0. 15, when you add everything, you are going to get 15. 1, 1, 1, 1. 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14, 14 plus 1 is 15. So this is one way of inputting your 4 input variable. So next you have how to represent the for this. So if the n number of input, let it be more than 2 input. So here all the inputs are 0, simultaneously output is 0. And if any one input in this given input signal is high, the output is 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is how the representation of your 2 input signal, 3 input signal, 4 input signal. So this is how you are going to represent for your truth table under your OR gate. Next you are going to consider an AND gate. The third gate under your basic gate is nothing but your AND gate. This AND gate is nothing but we are going to accept more than 2 input signal and produces one output signal. The output is high. If all input is high. Otherwise the output is low. See what it tells means, what is this AND gate operator or logical you are going to perform a logical AND operation similar to your multiplication. Okay, how we are going to do this logical AND gate operator means here also it is going to accept more than 2 input signal. So in this input signal it produces one output signal or a signal. So what is this criteria or rules used in your AND gate means the output signal is high. You can say the voltage is high. If all the how many number of input signal you have used, all the input signal should have a voltage of high. If all the output input voltage is high, the output is 1. Otherwise, if any one input, output is low means if any one input, so for example you have taken 3 input signal. In the 2 input signal has the voltage as high, 1 input signal is voltage is 0, then also the output is low. If only if the condition what it tells means if all input signal is high, the output is high, otherwise the output is low or 0. So this is the condition or rules used in your AND gate. So the symbol used to represent your AND gate is your dot. That is, you are going to use a logical AND operation, that is dot, and your gate used to represent this AND gate is nothing but this is for a 2 input signal A, B, A dot B, and this is for your 3 input signal A, B, C, that is A dot, B dot, C, and this is for your 4 input signal. So A, B, C, D. So A dot, B dot, C dot. So this is similar to you are going to perform a logical AND operation or logical multiplication. So what it tells means if all the input is high, the output is high, otherwise it is going to have a low output. So this is nothing but your AND gate operator. So we are going to discuss what is the truth table used to represent this particular AND gate. So we are going to consider 2 input signal, that is the truth table for 2 input signals. Under AND gate, how we are going to represent a 2 input signal? Same thing, A, B, A into B. So you know how to represent the 2 means 2 input means 2 square is nothing but 4 input signal 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is for 0, 1, 2, 3. So the way of representation I have already explained in your OR gate. So 1, 2. That is 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1. This is one way of representation. So in place of 0, 0, 0. In place of 1, 1, 0. In place of 2, 1, 0. 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. So we are going to do a logical AND operation is nothing but if both, that is if all input is high, the output is going to be high. So here it is this 0 into 0 is 0. If here it is one input signal is low, the other input signal is high, then also it is 0. So 0, 1 into 0 is 0. If both, that is I am taking 2 input signals. So both the input signal is high, the output is high. So this is for a 2 input signal. Next you are going to represent 3 input signal. The 3 input signal I am going to consider A, B, C is my input signal. So here A into B into C, or you can represent it for values f is equals to A into B into C. So the possible ways of 3 input is nothing but 2 to the power of 3 is nothing but 8 possible way of inputting. So you are going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have already told how to represent the inputting, how we are going to inputting the variables. So either goes in your, that is dividing your, how many number of 8 means, that is 4 times 0, 4 times 1, again make into half, 2 times 0, 2 times 1, again divide into half, 0, 1, 1. This is one way of representation. Otherwise you go for multiples of 2, that is 1, 2, 4. That is nothing but 2 to the power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2. So that is the 2's multiple. So in place of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 into, okay, in 3, 4, 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 1. So you are going to start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So count and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 possible way of inputting. I have already told what's the condition used in AND gate. If all the input is high, the output will be high. Otherwise it will be 0. For 0 into 0 is 0. 0 into 0 into 1 is 0. 0 into 1 into 0 is 0. So 0, 0 into 1 into 1. 1 into 0 into 0 is 0. 1 into 0 into 1 is 0. 1 into 1 into 0 is 0. Here we have taken 3 input signal. All the 3 input as the voltage is voltage as high. So it is, the output is 1. So this is for a 3 input signal. Next we are going to discuss what is 4 input signal. So 4 input signal. Here we are going to consider 4 input A, B, C, D. The output is A dot, B dot, dot C dot D. The symbolized operator symbol used. So you are going to start 0, 1. So 2 to the power of 4. Again it is 16 possible ways of inputting. So we start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is about your 4 input signal. So this can be in the form of multiples of 2s, again divided into 16 into zeros and ones. So make into equal half and you can keep on inputting that way. Other way you can go in the form of multiples of zeros, that is 1, 2, 4, 8. This is nothing but 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 to square is nothing but 4, 2 cube is nothing but 8. So it is 4 multiples, that is 4 inputs, 2's multiples, 4 inputs. So 2, 4 is nothing but 16 inputting. So I have taken 4 inputs A, B, C, D. So in place of 0, place everything, the input signal as 0. 1 means in place of 1, place it as 1. 2 means in place of 2, going to place, the remaining place is 0. 3 means 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, the remaining place is 0. 4 means in place of 4 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, the remaining place is 0. 6, 4 plus 2 is 6, so the remaining place is 0. 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1, 4 plus 2 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. In 8, place of 8, 1, the remaining place is 0. 9, 8 plus 1 is 9, 8 plus 1 is 9, the remaining place is 0. 10, 8 plus 2 is 10, so 8 plus 2 is 10, the remaining place is 0. 11, 8 plus 2 plus 1, 8 plus 2 plus 1, the remaining place is 0. 12, 8 plus 4 is 12, 8 plus 4 is 12, the remaining place is 0. 13, 8 plus 4 plus 1, so 8, 4, 0, 1. 14, 8 plus 4 plus 2, 8 plus 4 plus 2, the remaining place is 0. 15, 8 plus 4, 4 plus 2, 2 plus 1, so 8, 1. Okay. For this you are going to do a logical AND operation or logical multiplication operation similar to your. So if you have all the voltages high, you are going to place it as high, otherwise 0. So here it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. See an impossible combination of inputting. If all the input is high, the output is high. That is the rule under your AND operator. Here one input is high, the other input is 0, or other input is the 3 remaining input is 0. Here one input, 2 input is high, the remaining 2 is 0. So here 0, 0, so 0, 0. Here in last condition you see, that is all the inputs, that is in your inputting your last or that is a inputting value, that is 15. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is nothing but your every input is high, the output is high. So this is about your truth table under your logical AND operator. So sorry, logical AND gate. So here for 2 input signal we have seen, 3 input signal we have seen, 4 input signal we have seen. So we have discussed 3, that is a logic gate, into first type of deviation, the division of, that is first type of classification of a logic gate is nothing but your basic gate. Under that we have discussed what is 3 types are there, what is NOT gate, OR gate and your logic gate, sorry, AND gate. In what is the NOT gate is also called as the inverter gate, and what is here means it is going to accept only one input signal and produces one output signal. The output is always opposite to your input. Second one we have discussed what is a OR gate. OR gate is nothing but here it is going to accept more than 2 input signal but produces an output signal. If here what is the condition used means if any one input signal is high, the output signal is high. Otherwise both the if the input whatever taken, 2 or more input, if the input whatever taken is low, the output will be low. Next in the third gate is nothing but AND gate. What is this AND gate tells means here also it is going to accept 2 or more input signal and produces an output signal. Here the output is high only if all possible input combination or all possible of input signal is high. Otherwise, it's going to produce the output as 0. So today's class we have discussed a basic gate, that is a OR gate, AND gate and NOT gate. Tomorrow's class or coming class we are going to discuss a derived gate. So till here I'll wind up this particular session. Next we are going to discuss in the next session. Thus the next remaining topics. So thank you one and all.